welcome back, and thank you for joining us for this brand new workout series that is going to be focused on providing you with complete workouts from start to finish. So for any of you that have been following us so far, you've probably noticed that we've been posting a lot of short exercise tutorials which explain individual movements, and we've been posting some brief exercise workout overviews that basically just go over one round of a workout and then give you the details so that you can do it on your own. Now, as we've been receiving commentary back, a lot of you out there have been asking for us to just give you something that you can click play and follow it from start to finish without having to worry about any of the details in between. So that's what these new videos are going to shoot for, in that I'll do my best to explain everything really briefly at the beginning. I'll leave the long drawn out explanations on the exercise tutorial playlist, and then all you need to do is click play and pay attention to your screen as you go through, because once the warm-up starts, the rest of the video is going to be commentary free, and it's all going to be based on visual cues. Now, I'm going to be overlapping music onto these workouts, but for any of you at home, if you don't like the music that I choose, that's okay. Just hit mute and put on whatever songs you like, because again, there's not going to be any commentary coming from me throughout these workouts. So as long as you're able to see your screen so that you know when to rest and when your rest is about to end so that you can go back into the next exercise, you're fine to play whatever you like. It's not going to offend me in the least. So with that, this first workout is going to be primarily focused on your glutes and your abs. Now, there's going to be a whole lot of other muscles being involved here, but that's the simplest way I can explain it, and those are the two areas that really, if you're going to be sore tomorrow, that's where you're most likely to feel it. So the workout itself is going to be 7 movements. Each one is going to last for 1 minute, and as I said before, I'll build in the rest here. So after each minute ends, you're going to get a 10-second recovery before the next movement starts, and then at the end of every 7-minute round, you're going to get 1 minute of recovery. Give you a chance to get some water, take a quick breather, and then the video will cue you before the second round begins. Now, I'm only going to do 3 rounds, but if you get to the end of the workout and you feel like you could push a little bit further, simply rewind back the video to the beginning of one of the rounds and add as many as you'd like. I wouldn't recommend doing any more than 5, but if you're feeling up to it and your joints are doing okay, it's up to you. So the 7 exercises that we're going to go over for this workout are certainly considered more of an intermediate level. So if you're a true beginner or you have any issues with your joints from the hips down, whether it's your hips, your knees, your ankles, or any muscle or ligament related problems, I wouldn't recommend starting with this workout. Don't worry, we're going to be posting an advanced version of this and a beginner version of this a little bit down the road. So if this seems a little bit too aggressive for you, don't feel like you have to push through it. I'll also give you some modifications that you can make in the event that you don't have the supplies that you need to get through this. Today it's pretty simple. You really just need an elevated platform, but I realize without having access to gyms right now, it may be difficult to find something stable that you can jump onto, because that's what we're going to be using this for. So the first exercise that we're going to do is box jumps for 1 minute. So with box jumps, the most important thing to remember is that you should be jumping and landing on the balls of your feet, and the movement should be as silent as possible. If you can hear your feet slamming into the surface you're landing on, you're doing it way too aggressively, and you're going to run the risk of having some joint breakdown. Another quick tip, don't ever jump down from whatever it is that you're landing on. This exercise is focused on the explosive power that you gain by jumping up. All you're really doing by jumping down is significantly increasing the risk of injury. So go crazy on the way up and then step on your way down, offsetting which leg you step back with. So quick example, you want to have your feet set, hip width, use your arms for leverage as you go up. You want to squat into it a little bit, make sure that you're pressing through the balls of your feet, and as you jump, your arms are going to come forward until you can land, and then just step back down slowly. So again, every rep you do, just focus on switching which leg you step back with. So that's going to be the first minute. At the end of that, you should have significant fatigue in your quads and your glutes, which will make the second exercise a little bit trickier to get through with proper balance. So the second minute is going to be curtsy lunges, which we've gone over in other videos. You're just trying to take your back leg as far out and back to the side, and then you're dropping straight down on the front line of your forward leg, switching legs in between. The third movement, you're going to need this platform again. So you're going to put one foot laces down. Do not rest your toes on the platform. Make sure that you let your foot stay relaxed and just allow your shoelaces to touch flat on the surface. So this is going to be a two-part movement. The first part of this is a lunge drop, straight down, and then as you go to stand, you're going to lift that back leg forward and bring your knee to the same level as your hip. And then you're going to control it until you feel your foot back on the step and you just drop back in. So you'll do 30 seconds on one leg, and then you'll switch sides, find your placement, and it'll be the same thing, 30 seconds on the other leg. And as you just saw, your balance is going to be tested here quite a bit. So after that movement, we're going to go into weight transfers. So this is really focused on core control. You're going to need something to hold on to, but it doesn't have to be super heavy if you don't have a weight around. You just need to find something that you're comfortable holding. You start flat on your back, the weight directly over the line of your chest, and your feet should be at about a 3-inch mark off the ground. And then as you lift your legs, your feet come up until you're essentially 90 degrees at your hips, and then you control it so that your legs go back down and the weight ends back over your chest. Now the goal with this is that nothing should touch the ground once you start. So your feet don't touch the ground, the weight doesn't touch the ground, and you're just controlling that back and forth like a smooth pendulum. Really trying to target everything through your midsection, and just make sure to keep your neck relaxed so that you don't strain your neck or your upper trap muscles as you start to fatigue. The fifth movement we've done quite a bit. You're going to go into mountain climbers. So hands under your shoulder line, and then just bringing your legs forward as fast as you can, making sure to keep your leg elevated when you bring it forward, and only touch your toes when you're at a full extension. The next exercise will be side lunges. So back up on your feet, wide as you can as far as your stance, and then you're just dropping all the way down onto one side, slow and steady back to center, and then all the way down to the other side. Now every rep as you loosen up, try to go a little bit deeper and try to slow the tempo down as you work through this minute. And then the final minute is going to be plank twists. So we've done these two. You'll be in a plank stance first, and this is where you're bringing one of your legs towards the opposite elbow. So knee to elbow, rotating slow and steady, just trying to control that your hips don't turn too much, and you're trying to keep the tension in your abs into your hip flexors. If you feel strain in your lower back or anything up in your shoulders, you might just be too fatigued, so don't hesitate to take a breather. So that's the 7-minute workout. As I said, we're going to start with the warm-up together. So as soon as I'm done talking here, you'll get the cue with a short countdown that'll lead up to the warm-up. That'll be about 3 minutes. Then you're going to get a 1-minute recovery before we start round 1. I'll give you warnings before each exercise so that you remember what to expect next. And we're going to go through 3 complete rounds together. If you want to do more, I wouldn't recommend going more than 5 rounds, but just listen to your body. You'll know better than I will whether you can do any more. And again, this is more of an intermediate level workout, not for beginners, and it may not be challenging enough if you're on the advanced side, but that's where you could just make modifications with your tempo, hold a weight if you need something to be a little bit more challenging. But overall, I'd recommend just try it as is the first time through and see how it goes. So best of luck, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling it by the end.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises, you know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now. I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, 'cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break at any moment and shatter your insides. If you read my mind, call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie to you. I don't wanna fight. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you.